is episode 11.
Wait, is it? I thought it was 12.
I think it's 11, but I could be wrong.
You've been wrong before.
I've been wrong before. This is episode 11, I think, or maybe episode 12.
Potentially 12. There's 3 of us here today without Emily.
Oh, I was like, what?
There is.
Yeah, there is 3 of us here today. I finally announced on social media that I'm pregnant, which is so exciting because I feel like...
It's literally the best thing in the whole world. I could cry just thinking about it.
It is crazy. It is very exciting, and I feel like I haven't been being my real self. Like, even on the podcast, in vlogging, I feel like I'm always being like, what's new? What am I up to? And I'm just like hiding the biggest secret ever.
Yeah, and you just got this big old fucking belly growing.
Belly,
it's growing. It's round and it's hard.
I can't hide it anymore, guys, so I just had to say it.
It's the most exciting thing. You guys are going to be the best mums in the whole world.
I honestly can't wait.
If anyone was going to be a good mum, I know it would be you, because you're such a good older sibling that, like, mum's just gonna...
I am such a mum to everyone.
Yeah.
Slightly in an annoying way, but...
I wouldn't say it's ever been annoying.
Maybe not to you.
No, I learn a lot from you.
I feel like I definitely act like an older sister / mum in my friendships.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be
good.
It'll be interesting when it's a real child.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Imagine what it's gonna look like.
I don't
Imagine
know.
if it's tall like you. It just comes out and it's like this long.
Well, I'm tall and the donor's tall, so I feel like it'll be tall.
You're gonna have a basketball player baby.
Hey, if it's gonna make me money, that little thing can
get him into the NBA, manifest a
play
little boy.
some sports. Yeah. I do actually want a boy, I think.
I think you'd be a good boy, mum.
Like, I will be happy no matter what, but for some reason I just like really want a boy. Like,
yeah, I feel like you give boy mum.
yeah, maybe because I give boy vibes though.
Potentially.
When Bianca has a baby, she'll have the girl.
Yeah.
She wants a girl though. She really wants a little girl.
I want to have a little girl.
Really?
Yeah. I can't
That'd
imagine.
be cute.
I can't imagine myself as a boy mum. Like, I can now that I have a nephew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, but I just want a little girl, a little princess. I want
It
to
would
get
be
my
cute.
nails done with her and
But I can do that with my son.
teach her. You know what? In this day and age, you can do anything.
Like, how cool taking him to like get a mani-pedi.
It would be really cool to have like a little kid with cool. He'd be the coolest kid in kindy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We all just match nails. So that's my news.
It's
That's
so
my life news.
exciting.
We're gonna post updates like on the YouTube channel, so you can come and watch the journey if you want.
If this is the first time you've heard of it, that means you haven't watched the YouTube video that she posted, and you need to. But be prepared that you're gonna fucking bawl your eyes out.
You will. I cried
Because
editing.
I've watched it twice now, and both times, I think actually the second time, because I knew it was coming, so I was already welling up.
It's emotional.
It is. I don't like seeing you cry. I think I've only ever seen you cry like twice in real life, and then
I never cry, and then that just like obviously is a very traumatic emotional situation in that story, but even editing it, I can't even watch it. I watched it with Bianca and I was like, I can't, this is too much.
It's beautiful. You did a very, very, very good job.
Thank you.
It gives home video Kardashians, but better.
That's exactly what I was going for.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it gives.
So Bianca had watched Kylie Jenner's To Our Daughter video, and she goes to me, can you make it like this? I was like, babe, we've already filmed all the footage over the last like 12 months. It's going to be pretty hard. And I was like, how am I going to do this? So I just...
what Bianca wants, Bianca gets.
So I did edit it, yeah, with like camcorder style, and then tried to like cut back in time. Tried to be as Kylie Jenner as possible.
I think you hit the nail on the head.
If I could get the 11 million views that she got, that'd be pretty sick.
Is that only got 11 million? You'd think she'd have more on that.
I think so. I could be wrong.
That's weird.
I thought it was.
You'd think she'd have a lot more on that video. Like,
knows?
I've never had 11 million on my videos, but I'm not Kylie Jenner.
11 million is like half of Australia though.
Yeah, but she has like 300 million on her Instagram.
Oh, true.
So if she only got 11 on that, no one gives a fuck.
Look, I could be completely wrong.
Maybe she
Someone
shadowbanned.
fact checked me in the comments, please, because it's probably like 100 and something million.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I'm getting
Everyone's
my
like,
numbers
"Shut up."
from. So yeah, we'll be vlogging again, which will be really fun.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for like a baby shower and stuff.
Yeah.
And to buy it little clothes.
I'm so keen.
I'm so excited.
So far, we're not finding out the gender.
You're not now.
We were going to, and then we were, and now
Can
I
I
think
just
we're
find
not.
out?
Everyone keeps saying that. They're like, can you just get the doctor to tell me?
I feel like you need to. I feel like after my sister not finding out, it was the most, like, it's not my baby, but like, it's so annoying not
It's not my
knowing.
baby, but here's my opinion.
It literally, I know it's your child, but like, I'm gonna be in this kid's life and I would like to know what it is. I feel like you need to do that so you can have that extra connection to like know what you're growing.
I definitely feel that too. Like a part of me is like, I don't want to know the gender because gender doesn't matter. But in saying that,
what if you got like a dick and balls growing in there right now? You don't even know.
I just want to know. Like I literally just want to know. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might change my mind next week.
I think you
There's
should.
always time.
I think you should.
There's always time. Okay.
Yeah. And once you find out, you can't unknow. So just quickly do it on a whim, find out, and then it'll be fine.
Tell everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
What's been going on with you?
I'm actually been in a bit of a rough state this week. Had a rough few days.
You did text me last night very late saying that you just finished off a bottle of wine.
Yeah, last night I drank a whole bottle of wine. Made some phone calls that I shouldn't have and cried for like 2 hours and then had a really hot shower and then made more phone calls that I shouldn't have and then spewed up. So that's where I'm at. I'm just in a bit of a weird place in my life right now, but that's okay. I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm 27 and I feel very lost.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I found my career and then I couldn't work for those particular people, so I had to quit. Just for my own mental health. And doing OnlyFans is really cool. Sorry, I don't want to get us blocked. Doing it is really, really good because it gives me the opportunity to travel and like work while I'm earning money like away, and like I have the freedom to literally do whatever I want, and it's fantastic. It just also makes me feel like I'm not a part of contributing to society in any sort of way, but also
Really?
like,
You seriously feel that?
I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. I feel like I'm just in a bit of a like a lost place in my life right now. I feel like I really only started living my life again for me like a year and a half ago. So like I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, but I'm definitely like,
and because in that whole year, like you were healing as well. So
yeah, we're still on the healing train. There's definitely, I go up and down with my moods, and at the moment I'm pretty down. Love to do things like this that fill up my cup and see my friends. That's my main thing that fills my cup up. Go to the ocean. I don't know, just do little things. But I'm definitely in a state of confusion at the moment. I feel like my life's just a grey area. Like I'm just in the grey area, but I'll come out on top. When I move house soon, which really sucks. I think that's probably a contributing factor to it because I'm leaving the beach.
A lot of change actually going on.
And like
for you
I
right
was
now.
away for so long. And I feel like my life just continued without me, and I come home and now it's just like, holy fuck, like everything's just changed, and my mental state is just very it's not working with me. Like my mental state is just against me at the moment, but I'm the only one that can change that, so doing my best.
So what are we doing to like work on?
Well, I mean, last night I wrote myself off with a whole bottle of wine and cried and made phone calls that I shouldn't have. So I don't really know if taking my advice is the best.
Sometimes you have to do that though.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell myself.
Sometimes you do have to just like let loose and just let it all out.
Yeah.
Whether it's a cry or like drinking.
I don't like crying. I know the relief I get after crying, but I definitely feel like I just do things that I enjoy doing that make me feel better. Like it sounds materialistic, but I got my nails done yesterday, I got my eyebrows done today, and I went and bought a new water bottle today.
Nice.
And that made me feel so much better. Like, I don't know why.
Retail therapy though.
100%. I just look cute, feel cute. And I feel like that's my motto right now, because my brain is telling me a lot of things that I really am trying not to listen to. So I'm just trying to navigate that. Never really been in such a mature, safe space within my own mind.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it like takes a left and I'm like, fuck, what am I doing?
You know what to do though. Like you know what you need.
Do I?
I feel like you do.
Yeah.
You've been through a lot. You've really been through a lot, and you know what to do to come out on the good end.
100%. My brow lady literally said that to me this morning. She was like, I was telling her about last night, and she goes, honestly, sis, I've heard about, because I go to tell my brow lady everything. She's my therapist. And she literally just said to me, she was like, if you can get through what you've gone through with your situation, then you can get through anything. And fucking preach it. But like while I'm going through it, it just sucks. Like the going through it is, I know that there's light at the end, but
being in that tunnel is rough.
I know. And struggling with mental health issues is really, really, sometimes you just don't have, like, you don't have any control. But I'm fine.
Okay.
I also, though, I've had a lot of anxiety from last week's episode. I never wanted my emotions to come across like I was talking about, how do I word this correctly? I don't really know what I'm fucking saying. But with the topic that I discussed last week, I just never wanted it to come across like I was just talking about my feelings. That's why I never said anything. I never wanted to sit here and like cry or sit here and be like, oh, they broke my heart. I just wanted it to be like, this is the facts.
This is in reference to your breakup. Like
correct, yeah.
You didn't want it to come across like you were being like, fuck them, fuck this.
Malicious.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for the relationship that I did have. There was a lot of good times, like 7 years. It's a long time. There's a lot of good memories there. So I really never wanted to like make it out like how it ended was how it always was. Unfortunately, it ended very badly, and I will never be able to only think about the good again. But like that just is what it is. I just wanted to, I think that's also been in addition to how anxious I've been feeling lately, because I spoke about it in a public forum, and I've just been like, fuck, like the idea of being ridiculed by keyboard warriors, it really fucks me up. And like, I think because I've already been in such a weird like mental state lately, I've been really, really worried about how people are gonna like come to me or like tell me that I'm being heartless because I wasn't crying, or like just have their own opinion on a situation that has nothing to do with them.
Yeah. And
it has been, as I said, it's been my superpower, being able to keep this to myself and not be petty and not do some things that I kind of have always wanted to. Like, it's always come across my mind being like, I'm gonna fucking say this and I'm gonna do that, and I'm really glad that I never have.
Yeah, you never did anything
never
petty.
Did a thing.
You didn't go online and just start blasting and talking shit about people.
Literally.
You just kind of said your feelings.
Yeah. So I just wanted to clear that up, that if I was coming across in any sort of like, I don't know. I've rewatched it and I think it's fine.
You were fine.
I think it was fine. It just makes me really anxious.
You just held it in for so long.
Yeah.
And were so afraid of what the outcome would be if you said it, that you finally told that story out loud, that it's just like brought up all those emotions again.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely like adding as to why I feel the way that I do. Like that night afterwards, I literally like cried for hours, and I was like, wow, I cannot believe how much of a stupid fucking bitch I was to let myself go through that. And like, obviously now I wouldn't change a thing because I've grown so much from it, but I'm really disappointed in myself for allowing myself to be treated like that for such a long time.
Yeah.
And not say anything. But we grow. Lesson learnt. Never again. Now I'm so fucking off people that I ruin things. Anyone does one thing out of line, I'm like, bye. Even though it's probably not even worth saying bye for. I'm just like in that state now.
Yeah, if you notice a red flag now, you're just like, no.
I'm like, see ya, bye, nah, catch up. But that's not always healthy, but we'll see.
Which I think is another reason, because we've expressed ourselves online for so long now and talked about our stories and talked about relationships and things that we've been through. Now, and I feel so blessed for this, you guys listening come to us for advice, which is so crazy to me. Because
so crazy to me. I never thought I'd actually ever like feel comfortable giving anyone advice, and like still depends on the situation, but these are so good. Anyone that's listening, I got bubble tea bubbles.
So good.
So good. Lychee forever. If you do anything else but lychee, cut it out.
They are good.
So good. But yeah, the advising. Wait, you said you got an email, didn't you?
Yeah, so we've gotten a few emails over the last few weeks. There's one that I'm going to read out today because most of you guys send through quite long stories, so I can't do too many in one episode, so I'm just going to do this one.
Pregnant lady needs to catch her breath.
But I just wanted to say that I think it is really cool that we get people asking us for advice, because when someone messages me on
it's
Instagram,
literally the coolest thing ever.
I know.
The fact
like,
that people listen to our podcast is the coolest
It
thing
is
ever.
cool.
Like, I listen to our podcast because I think we're so funny, but like the fact that other people like enjoy it,
it's so interesting. I feel like we're in the car just catching up, talking shit, and then we're in the car, like you guys listening, are just in here having a chill sesh with us.
I know.
So I'm gonna read out the email that we got. I haven't actually read it yet. All I've read is the part where she said she wants to stay anonymous, so I'm just gonna read.
I haven't read it either, by the way.
Read the story and we'll go from there.
Right.
So, hey girls, first off, love the pod. You guys are hilarious. Thanks. Love you even more. I really need your guys' advice. This is going to be kind of long, so sorry in advance. So I have a lot of different friend groups, work, school, etc. It was my 21st about a month ago. My plan was to go to a nice winery for lunch and drinks, and my mum was paying, so I couldn't invite all my friends I wanted to because it's pretty pricey. I decided to just invite my work friends because they get along really, really well with my family, and they do a few separate things with the other friends group. Oh, and then do a few separate things with the other friends group. I told my 2 school friends this, who I've been friends with since primary school, and explained I wanted to do a dinner with them, just the 3 of us, because I thought it would be nice for us to do. One friend ignored the message for 10 days, and the other proceeded to tell me that she felt that my birthday idea stung a bit because I've known them longer than my work friends, and a dinner wouldn't be as special as going to the winery because it's at a winery, it's more expensive and you dress fancy. I said I didn't intend for them to feel this way. I just didn't think it'd matter where we went, but more just seeing them for my 21st birthday. I also explained that the winery was just a separate thing I do with my work friends and my family, and we do something too. Fast forward 10 days and both girls have now ignored my message and we haven't planned to hang out. And then on my birthday, they don't say anything until about 6 p.m. and both have the same message word for word at the same time. Happy birthday. Hope you had a good day. Keep in mind, these 2 were my really good friends. I said,
it's
thanks.
giving 21.
Yeah, so just start with that. I said thanks to them both and haven't heard from them since. I have had troubles with one of them in the past about her feeling like I don't prioritize her as a friend, but I feel like they both don't realize just because I've known them longer doesn't mean I don't have other friends who are just as close and I see more often other than themselves. I don't know if I reach out now or just leave the situation because I don't feel as though I did anything wrong. Please help. Thank you both. Love the podcast.
Okay, first of all, happy 21st birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Hope you had a great time. Second of all, sorry, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Absolutely think that's really dog of them. Yes, expressing your feelings, but then not, like, even saying happy birthday to you in a nice way, like not being a good friend. Like, they obviously took it not well. They obviously, like, very upset that you didn't invite them to the winery, but it's not like that's the only thing you did for your birthday. You made effort to let them know that you wanted to do other things. Like, I think I have like 4 or 5 events for my birthday because I have so many different friends. Yeah, I'm about to do this for my birthday coming up, and I'll probably have to do it for, like, I was even thinking the baby shower I might have to do separate events because I have too many groups. Like, luckily for me, it's just the gays and the straights, and all the gays know each other and all the straights know each other, and they don't really mix ever. Not on purpose, they just like don't. They're not from the same area. The gay world's its own fucking thing.
It's its own thing. So I get it. I get having separate groups of friends, and it is very immature for someone to not realize that.
And that's so like mean on your birthday to just like completely disregard your, like, the fact that it's a long-term friend's 21st birthday. You send them a text message like that. Like, to me, that's an end of a friendship.
Yeah.
Like, to me, there's no coming back from that. That's fizzled out. And to be honest, that's not your fault.
I think you need to also tell them how you feel. Like, you need to literally say everything basically you just said to us about how, you know, it doesn't mean that you're not friends just because you're having 2 separate events, or the fact that you have known the work people maybe less. That means nothing.
Yeah.
When you, like, in the real world...
Times of friendships don't mean anything.
No. The real world, that does not mean anything. As you get older, you might meet somebody who you literally are, like, so close with. You haven't known them for that long. And then people that you have known for a really long time. Like, I've had people in my life for 10 years and then, you know, had to cut them off because of like certain toxic behavior, or we just didn't get along anymore.
We literally became best friends overnight.
Yeah.
And I prioritized our friendship with like so many things.
Yeah, there's been so many people in my life who I've potentially known longer than you that I don't trust as much as you, or I wouldn't invite to things. Because when you meet a new friend, that's like, it's the basis of the, like, the quality of the friendship, not the time frame.
Yeah. And it's a real shame if you're saying that, what did she say, that they've had issues with, that they were
they had issues in the past, that she was feeling like she didn't prioritize her. Yeah.
Honestly, this at 21 is like really young to be like saying that you, I don't know how to word this correctly, but I feel like that age between finishing high school and becoming an adult, you realize that like you don't have to see people every single day to be like a priority in their life. Like you could see, I see half my friends once a month. Like maybe some people like you guys I see all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But then I have other friends that like I'm so close with, but I only see them every now and then, but that doesn't matter.
It's not a problem. Yeah.
Like if it's about like the time that's spent with someone and they're not allowing you to like just live your life, you're two adults, like you're two people that are trying to just figure it out. Like I had no clue what I was doing at 21, but your friends are the ones that are meant to be there for you and support you, not make you feel like you're not putting in enough effort for them. Like, yes, obviously you can talk about those things, and if you are feeling that way, you can absolutely mention it, but it's not enough to completely dog you and like not even say anything nice on your birthday. Like that's, oh,
if you're watching, we've got this angel glow coming through here.
Right on me, baby. Oh, that's better.
Oh, you can pull it.
There we go.
Perfect. Yeah, just same off what you just said. Like, if you have a friendship with somebody that they are saying, oh, you don't prioritize me enough, yes, it is. I feel like it is your responsibility to, yes, validate their feelings and be like, okay, why do you feel like that?
Yeah.
Because you might actually be not giving them the attention they need, and you do need to address that as well. But when you're out of high school, life is not like that. You don't get to be with your best friends every single day. It just doesn't work like that. I've had best friends that I've known for like, you know, more than 10 years now, and some of my closest friends, we don't even talk for like 2 weeks. And then we're finally like, oh my God, let's catch up for dinner. Literally. And neither person is like, oh, you never talk to me. You have a life.
I remember going through that period of friends when I was probably 20 to 23. I remember so specifically even being that person that's like, oh, well, I haven't seen you for like 2 weeks, like you must fucking hate me. Like I remember having that even with like even with people that I'm still friends with today. Like I've had issues with that kind of thing of like, well, if you don't see them every weekend, or if you're not doing stuff with them all the time, like that gives them, like, that means that your friendship is lacking, but that's not true. Like, people have jobs, people have lives, some people have partners. I definitely see it if one of the girls gets in a relationship and then stops hanging out with their friends altogether. I think that's a problem. But I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. If that was me in my situation, if that was me and my friends, and like two of my long-term friends acted like that, see ya, sorry.
Yeah, especially for your 21st birthday. Like,
it's a pretty big deal.
Just to not say happy birthday, really, to wait till 6 p.m. and then say the same thing. It's like, you know, they were bitching about you behind your back together. Literally. You know they planned that. You know that they knew that that was going to upset you. I think you need to say something to them. You literally need to call them out, whether it's together or individually, and just say, this is what I feel like. This
Make
is
a group chat.
Yeah, do a group. You probably have one.
But also be prepared for the wrath of what you may get back by speaking your mind, especially to two people that are obviously gonna conspire together and talk about what they're gonna respond to you before they do that. So true. If you come at them and but you need to come from a place of peace, and if then they still come at you, I wouldn't even bother after that. If you reached out just to try and talk about your emotions and you got an argument in return, just dust your hands on it, you're better off.
Wow, what is with friendships like that?
And honestly, I only talked to 2 girls that I went to school with still, and they're both married with kids, and they still live in North Lakes where I went to school. But you just change so much when you leave high school that, like, it's very rare that you see people that are still very close with the people that they went to school with. It happens, but it's rare.
And look, I am one of those lucky people. I do have a very good group from school, but none of them would ever disrespect me like that.
No.
None of them would ever be like, oh, you've been hanging out with your other friends. Because I do have another group of friends. Like, my friends all have other groups of friends, like work friends, but I have a very big gay group of friends that they would never be offended, like, oh, you're hanging out with them. I would just have 2 events, to be honest.
I used to get jealous when Zoe would hang out with her other friends.
She would.
And I still do. I'm a jealous friend.
Jordan
I get
is.
jealous when my friends hang out with other people because I want to hang out with them. But at least I'm not going to fight you about it.
Yeah, you're not going to not message me on my birthday. But that's why I've learnt you got to have 2 events. Which I know you did, but that's what you have to do. If you've got multiple groups of friends, you have to have multiple events.
Yeah. Going to a winery would be really good though. I feel like I get why they're upset because like that'd be really, really fun. But like also it's not a good enough excuse.
But yeah, because they can also take you to a winery.
100%.
You guys are 21. I assume you all have jobs. You can go to another winery, not at the expense of your mum.
How fun would it be just like, oh, I was going to say the 3 of us, but
I can't
you
drink.
can't drink.
That's why I haven't been drinking wine in the Tesla, guys.
I'm drinking bubble tea right now. I'm not even drinking wine. I actually can't even
You're so
think about
hungover, yeah.
I cannot even, oh god, the idea of drinking red right now. Have you ever, if anyone's ever vomited up red, you know what I'm fucking talking about.
I have. It's pretty nasty.
It's foul.
I actually can't wait to have a glass of red wine. Not today or in the next 5 months, but when this baby's out, I can't wait to just chill and have a glass of red wine, you know?
I never thought about going to a winery when I was 21. I didn't drink
Neither.
wine. I drank
That's
gossips
fancy.
like Moscato.
Can we just also touch on the fact that 21-year-olds now
are so hot.
So, yeah, so different to what we were like at 21. Like, we didn't really have social media the way that young people have social media now. We had nothing to look up to. We didn't have influencers. We didn't have role models. We barely had celebrities. And the celebrities we did have in the 90s.
Even Kim Kardashian wasn't that big then. Kylie Jenner was still a child.
We had Lindsay Lohan and Paris Hilton.
Bro, and they
like
were
that.
fucking top tier, let me tell you that. Paris Hilton is a fucking amazing, I love her. Love
Still
Paris.
is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. She's carried it on. But just, we did not have, like, what they have.
No, not at all. So I feel that, I feel like it'd be really hard to be young these days, growing up with social media.
It would be.
Being in high school with fucking the way that the world is now. Like, I feel like you'd just be so hard on yourself. I almost feel really bad for teenage girls and like young women, especially, more than men. I don't really feel sorry for men ever. So
I do feel sorry for anyone though, like teenagers growing up with social media, because there's so much comparison. Like, we're lucky that we're like a little bit more mature now, where it definitely still gives you anxiety and mental health issues, but
100%.
it's a lot. I feel like it's probably a lot easier,
Especially when your ex starts dating a model. It really makes you feel good. Not speaking from experience, I'm just saying in general.
That would
makes
suck
you really
for those who experience it.
Yeah, for those that have been in that. It does suck. Like, it is what it is, though. Like, you're never going to be that person. You're never going to be this person that you're, like, comparing yourself to. So just compare yourself to your old you and just try and get better.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Same for you mentally, though.
Yeah, I know.
That's what you need to do mentally. Compare how you used to be mentally with
It's not my advice session.
The podcast just turns into an intervention.
Oh my god, it's what we normally do when we sit and chat, so.
But in saying that, like with social media, right, so it can be toxic and it can be really bad to look up to people, but are there any people on social media that you follow or look up to, but in a positive way?
I love Tegan Philippa.
Okay.
If you know who she is, if you don't, go look at her. She is amazing. Well, this is a podcast, so it doesn't matter. I can't show you, but I think even like her figure, she's a thick girl, but she's like a fit girl. And she just travels with her boyfriend and they're just madly in love and they don't have kids. They talk openly about how there was times where they had $8 and they had to eat fucking ramen from a 7-Eleven for dinner. Like, they had no money. They were just, all they cared about was just being together and traveling and living their life. And like, that is my ultimate goal. Like, if I can travel and work, that is that is my goal in life, is just to see as much of the world as I can.
So it's like lifestyle, relationship,
her
aspiration.
lifestyle, her life, and taking photos. She's a photographer. Well, I think he's a photographer, and like taking content and photos is something that I also really enjoy. So I really, really like her, and I love her content. I really enjoy it. I feel like she's never fake.
I love that.
I feel
love
like
good, wholesome influencers.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than seeing, in my opinion, seeing someone who has a huge platform and they live their life as an influencer, and influencers live the fucking dream. Let's be real about it. That is the goal. That is the job that everyone would love. Can't say it's easy. I'm not saying that by all means, but if your job is to take photos, I take photos of myself for a living. I know how fucking easy it is. But then you see them talk, or you get a glimpse of their personality, and there's just nothing. I think we talked about this once before, actually. There's one particular woman on the Gold Coast that has a huge following, and she's a gym girl, and her personality is like a rock. Like, I literally cannot stand her. I got the ick from watching one of her videos. I used to follow her, was a huge fan, thought she was really cool, loved her kids, and then I watched one of her YouTube videos and I was like, you're giving fake. Like, you're giving, this isn't really you. And I hate that.
There's nothing worse than the fakeness, because then you know that influencers are, you know that it's all about ego.
Yeah.
You know that they are like loving that you're following them and just making them money. And I just feel like if you have a platform, I don't know, I just love influencers who are providing something. And I know that some of them are just providing, like, you know, fashion inspo or fitness inspo and stuff like that. But I just love a good, wholesome influencer. Like someone who you really look up to, who just like this person that you follow. Tegan Philippa.
Yeah.
She's living a life that you want to live. Like, and that's why you aspire to it.
And she's also showing me that it's realistic and it can happen. Like, they live in a van most of the time if they're not traveling internationally. And they just live in a van and they travel around and they take pictures and they make content and they just fucking love each other. And like, he just says the nicest things about her.
Are they YouTubers?
I think they have a YouTube channel. I think it's more TikTok and Instagram. But I just love it. Like, I could watch her stuff for hours. Like, I just love that.
I love
vibe.
when you find someone like that you just can always watch and listen to.
Yeah. What about you? Is there anyone?
Yeah, this girl that I'm like obsessed with, and I have been for years. Her name's Karen Swan. She's American, and I've literally been watching her for like 5 years now. And she started off her channel when she had one of her babies, and her husband just like pretty like middle class, just living life, and they would just talk about like how they were trying to make money and like become a family and successful and stuff like that. And I don't know, it was just always really wholesome to follow them. And now there's like, they're about to have their 5th kid.
Damn.
They're so fucking rich. Like, they've just blown up. They live in a beautiful freaking house in Florida. They just bought a restaurant. And they're just so real. Like, there's not one fake thing about them. They tell you everything. They always talk about like finances and how they got to where they are, and they're so grateful for the life that they live, but they work fucking hard as well. Like, they don't only do social media, they do some other things too. But I just love it. Like, I love following someone and it motivating me. Like, when she posts a video, and now because she's pregnant at the moment, she's, I don't know, like 26 weeks with the 5th kid. So they had 4 boys, and now they're having a girl, finally, a 5th girl. Crazy.
Surely they're done now. Wow.
I'm just obsessed.
5 kids.
And they're not even like, I wouldn't even call them family vloggers.
I don't even think that's that rough to you, because you're one of 4.
Yeah, I am.
The idea of that to me just sounds like hell.
I could have 4 kids for sure. Financially, if I can, I will.
Wow.
Because it's just so much fun. That would be so freaking chaotic. I love it.
I do wish I had more siblings, but then now that I just have one sister, I'm like, she's all I need. I'm good. I don't want to spread myself too thin. I go to my sisters.
It's having too many siblings is also like having like we were talking about, like friendship groups. Like, we've got too many.
So many personalities in one house. Yeah, that would be full on.
And we always grew up in small houses, so we've been I actually shared a room till I was 15.
Wow.
Yeah, till I was 15 years old I had to share a room.
Me and my sister shared a room back in the day, and she did a cartwheel over our beds and put her foot through the wall, and I took the blame because I was so scared of her. And I just remember my parents getting so mad at me, and I was looking at her and I was crying, and she just sat there and said nothing. I think I was like, I don't know, 8.
And you got in trouble. Oh, you gotta tell your parents now.
And my parents were just like, we told you to stop doing fucking cartwheels in the house. And I was like sitting there being like, I didn't do it, I'm sorry. But I was too scared of my sister. I'd rather get yelled at by my parents than not do what my sister told me to do.
Shit.
She was scary. She still is scary.
Is she?
Yeah. But we just love each other now.
And you're like close with your nephew? You see him all the time?
Yeah, he just turned 1. It was the best. I can't believe being an auntie is like the coolest thing in the whole fucking world.
Really?
It is just
you
so
can give them
cool.
back too.
That's exactly right. That's I just love him so much, and like I don't care about changing his nappy because I only have to do it once. I don't care about any of that. I'm like, you know what, man? You can take a shit up your back. I don't care. You can do whatever you need to do. You're a 1-year-old fucking gorgeous little man, and you can do whatever you want to me. I literally don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna go home and I'm gonna get 10 hours of sleep and I'm gonna be fine.
Me and Bianca were saying last night, actually, we were going to bed and she was watching something on the laptop. She brought it into the bed and I said to her that, you know, like, if we have the baby like in a bassinet, like sleeping in the room, like we're not going to be able to watch stuff on the laptop. So we either have to put it in a different room and be okay with that, because I don't know how I would deal with that anxiety of like just it being away from it. Or we're just not going to be able to watch stuff anymore. And she was like, yeah, our lives are never going to be the same again.
No, never. It's never.
So true.
Never. And when you're like super pregnant, just before you have the baby, there's going to be times where like it'll be the last time you and B will go out to dinner, just the two of you. Like ever. And well, I mean, not ever. Like you will have date nights and stuff, but like that date night is going to include you organising a babysitter and worrying about them, and like it's never going to be the same. And I think that's crazy.
I can't wait though.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
I
hope that your titties like shoot out milk.
My tits have already gotten so much bigger.
Is Bianca going to try your breast milk?
Probably.
I
will.
I tried my sister's. I don't know if that's weird, but
I think it's weird.
It was really sweet.
Apparently it's really good for you.
Yeah, it's liquid gold.
Really good for your immune system.
Absolutely. I think old mate taught me about that. Your ex.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, she was telling me about that years and years ago, like, about how good breast milk is for you. And apparently it's really good for your skin. Yeah.
Well, it's all your antibodies that you give to the baby. So, hey, if someone wants to drink some of my breast milk,
I'll do it. I'll take a shot.
And I need to express.
We'll do it on the podcast.
Breast milk shots on the podcast.
Yeah.
This is like wild family vlogging.
Yeah, that's wild. I'll do it. We'll do one. I'll take a shot out of a glass, and then you can squeeze it into B's mouth.
Oh my god, it's like
just shoot straight
pregnancy breastfeeding OnlyFans niche.
Dude, the pregnancy kink is wild.
Maybe when I get a little bit bigger.
Oh yeah, maybe when you look super pregnant. Oh my god.
What do you guys think? Like, would that be a niche on OnlyFans?
It is. It's huge. The pregnant kink.
It?
Yeah, absolutely. It's massive. Like,
wow.
I don't know if anyone's ever been on OnlyFans, but when you go through the feed, a lot of people come up. That's not the people that you follow. They're just other people that other people are sharing.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've seen way too many pregnant women with their legs spread for my liking. But like, pop off. You only have a small amount of time where the kink is liked. It's when you're heavily pregnant.
Yeah, okay.
And I have never given birth, so I don't really know what a vagina looks like before, but in my personal opinion, from the amount of pussy I've seen, the vaginas look very different when you're heavily pregnant.
Oh, and that's the kink.
I think that's the kink. Yeah, I mean, go look for yourself, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Next time I come over, I'm just going to
I'm going to do it when I'm pregnant. I reckon I'll do it. Why not? I'll already do it now.
I'm considering it.
Because apparently it makes a lot of money, and at this point in my life, all I care about is getting that bag.
True that.
Get that head, get that bread, then leave.
I feel like at the end of so many podcasts recently, I don't know if you've noticed, me and Emily end up talking about money. Like when it was just me and her.
Really?
Well, we talk about where we came from and being broke.
Bruh.
But now, We're just talking about getting that pregnant OnlyFans kink back.
I don't want to kink shame anyone at all. I hope that's not come across in any wrong way.
No, I'm considering doing it. Like, I'm genuine.
Actually, I will kink shame really quickly. Sorry. But Riley showed me this thing this morning of a grown-ass man dressed up like a baby.
Ooh.
And that's like his sexual kink. And I think...
Yeah, that's...
I just wanted to say that. I'm not... Do you, but I think that is what you shouldn't do.
Weird.
I think it's weird. I just don't see
what psychologically is going on there that an
it's
adult
like wearing a nappy, has a dummy in his mouth.
Wants to be a baby. But then people do that where they like want to be a dog, like they want to like be on a leash. Yeah, that's a wild one, actually. Around.
What's that TV show? I think it's on MTV or something. My Strange Obsession.
My Strange Addiction or something.
Oh, when that lady used to eat the eyeshadow.
Remember?
And she said that they all had different flavors.
Yeah. Remember when Trisha Paytas was on that?
Oh my god. What was she on that for?
She was on it for tanning.
Oh my god, I know. I do remember when her hair was super blonde and she would tease it up and it was like a big... I think that
might have been one of her first like TV appearances.
She was in something that I was shocked the other day I watched, and she was in that.
Was it that Eminem video that went viral?
Possibly.
There was an Eminem music
it's like,
clip.
When you walk through the door.
Yeah,
that was the one.
Yeah, she's been
around.
She's been chasing that reality TV and she's done really well.
I'm chasing that reality TV now. Everyone manifests for me.
Yeah, can you and Emily just please go on a show? Like...
Well, I actually saw this one come up the other day because we've been talking about it, but it's Canadian based. Oh. And I messaged them and asked them if we can come as Australians and still apply for the show, but they didn't get back to me. Oh. Not yet anyway. But I'm manifesting it. I feel like I'm made for reality TV.
Honestly, I've always thought that about you and Em. You totally should do it. If I wasn't pregnant, I might apply for some. But obviously I'm in a very committed married relationship.
And we love your relationship.
That I think
no red flags.
No red flags at all.
Bianca's perfect.
I think that you guys should apply for any, like, it doesn't have to be relationship ones,
I want to do Big Brother. That's my goal.
Yes, Big Brother would be my absolute favourite one to do as
that's
well.
my absolute like goal in life would be to get on Big Brother. Like, I think it would be, I think I'd be so fucking good at it too.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
Have you seen those TikToks recently of people who used to be on Big Brothers, like, kind of exposing like what they went through?
No.
And a lot of them are saying that like they didn't really feel like they were given enough food or like...
Oh, definitely. When they're on like rations and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I remember I think it was a couple years ago, an episode, a season, there was this guy called Dan, and he was like a big, tall guy, quite muscly, like a big guy, and he was eating like 1 can of tuna a day. Yeah. Because they were just on rations. And I remember watching that being like, damn, like I'm a hangry person. Like if I'm hungry, nothing else fucking matters.
Well, that's probably why. Like that's honestly probably what is happening. If the producers are limiting their food, it's probably to make them a bit chaotic for drama.
Well, I mean... That's all they'd have to do for me to start some drama.
Literally.
Is deprive me of food.
Or not give you coffee. I would be like... I mean, I actually wouldn't be entertaining. Honestly, if you didn't give me coffee for multiple days in a row, it'd be boring for you because I would just be sitting there like...
Coffee is the best way to start the day. It's the only way you should start your day.
Alright, so goal in life. We need to get on a reality TV show.
Yeah.
At least one of us. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a good chance with the personalities that we got. I feel it in my soul that I'm made for reality TV. Not a Kardashian reality TV. Like something that has a challenge. Something that like I can just be stuck on like in like an Airbnb or like on an island where I don't have my phone and I have no access to anything. So I'm just in the game, and I feel like if I was in that, I'd be unstoppable.
It would be so fun.
Yeah. Like Survivor or something, but I also don't know how I'd do doing Survivor. The hygiene part would be...
Yeah, that'd be hard.
I'm a clean girl.
So let's just go for Big Brother.
Yeah, I'm going to manifest Big Brother.
You guys manifest for us too. I feel like that's it for this video.
I know,
that's it for this podcast. We've just been
rambling as per usual.
Talking shit as usual. Thank you guys for writing in. I'll go over some of the other emails in the next episode. If you have anything that you want advice on or a question or literally anything, even if it's like a cool topic that you think we should
have an opinion about.
If you want to hear our opinion on, just send through an email.
I can't actually believe that there's like real people that like that watch our podcast and like
I love it.
It's so crazy to me.
It's so nice.
It's so cool. I'm like, wow, this is so
like, you guys want advice from me?
Like, you actually listen to our podcast? Like, we just did this for ourselves.
It's been, we just wanted to do it for fun, and then people actually started listening and being like, I love your podcast. I'm like, oh my God.
Literally. So I got one of Tay's friends, I think I said this the other day, one of Tay's friends messaged her and was like, hey, can you please pass on to Jordan that her podcasts have been getting me through my drives to work, like her and Zoe are so funny, like I'm really
so
and I was just like,
what the hell?
What? And I had another person tell me that they've listened to some of the episodes like several times.
Wow.
And I'm like, get them views.
We're pretty funny. We're pretty fucking funny.
I mean,
so thank you guys so much.
Honestly,
thanks for subscribing. We love you so much.
Can't believe maybe next episode will be either 12 or 13. And I can't believe that that's where we're at.
Yeah. And it'll just keep going.
Yeah.
So thank you all. Love you so much.
Love you.